What's going on, guys? PXCam20 back in with a brand new video. We are here at Interlagos for another daily race C video on the Group 4 cars. We are in our Majane trophy. I think that's how you spell it. If I pronounced it incorrectly, don't crucify me. But we are started in 7th place. Unfortunately, we weren't able to start any higher than that. As you can see, we are only 0.02 of a second away from starting in 5th place. So that's very, very annoying, as we are going to start in mid-pack for this race. Now, if you guys haven't yet, we're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So if you guys really enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video, as that really helps out the video. Now, let's jump straight into the race. So again, we're starting in 7th place. We are matched up with a lot of really good drivers, as we are matched up with a lot of A rank and S rank drivers and a couple of B drivers in the back. It's a little late during the day when we did this race, so we've had like a group of like just multiple type of people, as the lobbies weren't as filled up as they usually are. Anyways, jumping into the race, we are heading down turn number 3, right behind the Canadian, as we head into turn number 4, into the middle sector of the track. We're right behind 6th place, as we're trying to get a good run coming out of turn number 7, heading to turn number 8. We make a look on the outside, think twice about doing that, as it's going to turn into the inside, heading into turn number 9. And we're still right behind him as we head into turn number 10. And we're going to try to see if we can make a look on the outside before we head into turn number 11. Brake as late as we can, but again, we were unable to do so on the first lap. So we're just going to take it very, very carefully throughout the first lap. Try to stay behind them as we head into turn number 1 on the second lap. We're right behind 6th place still, and you see 4th and 5th are banging into each other and fighting with each other. So we're able to catch up. We're actually going to make an overtake on 6th, and we get a very, very good run coming out of turn number 3. We're now right behind the 4th place car, and we make a little bump on him to try to push him up as we head into turn number 4. Brake right after the 100-meter board. Try to make a move on the inside of 5th place, and we're unable to do so, but we do make a position up coming from turn number 3 and slot our way into 6th place, heading into turn number 6. So heading into turn number 6, we're now right behind 4th and 5th as they're going side by side going into the turn, but we actually get taken by 6th place. So we get demoted all the way down to 7th place as we try to make a move on the outside again, but slot back into position. As you see, there's another car right behind him, so it wouldn't really make sense to try to make a move on the outside, because then after that, the other car might be able to get a move on the inside heading to the next couple of turns. So heading to lap number 3, turn number 1, you see 5th place actually goes out and gets spun out. So I think he overcooked the turn and went into the AstroTurf. So we were able to make up the position there as we were heading down the straightaway leading into turn number 4. We're right behind the Canadian and the American as we go a little bit wide. And that's one thing you guys have to be careful. When you guys go wide coming out of turn number 4, it's such an easy way to get right there, a 0.5 of a second penalty. Sometimes it could be a little more drastic, you guys get a second penalty, but we only got a 0.5 of a second penalty, so not too much of a harm done on our part, because the penalty zone here is actually done pretty poorly, if I say so myself. Like, you're going to see right now that this 0.5 of a second penalty is really not going to affect us in the grand scheme of things, as we're heading past turn number 3, down the straightaway right behind 4th and 5th place. We're going to hit the penalty zone. You see we serve our penalty, but we really don't lose that much time on the top 2 guys as they're heading side by side into turn number 4. And the Renault is actually so good on the turns that you're able to just brake super, super late. But the only downfall of this Renault is that it's so slow on the streets, as you guys are going to see right now. 4th place actually goes a little bit wide coming out of turn number 13, and we're able to gain a position on him as we head down the straightaway. Now we're in the slipstream of 4th place as we're heading down into lap number 5. Going down to turn number 1, we're still right behind 4th place, and we actually get bumped out. We get rammed out going into turn number 1. As you can see right there, 5th place just rams us out of the way. I don't know if that was intentional or accidental, but we get punted out, and we get demoted all the way down to 8th place. So we were in the slipstream of 4th. Gonna probably stay with him throughout the races. You can see they're actually still fighting, and we're trying to get past him right now. As you see, the Alpha just cuts right in front of us, so we got to go to the grass. Very, very dirty move right there, as we actually lose another position now. So we're down to 9th place heading to turn number 4. We make a move on the inside of the Alpha. I probably should have pushed him out of the way there, but we make a desperate lunge into the inside, and we're able to make the overtake there heading into turn number 6. So again, we went from 5th place in a span of 2 or 3 corners, jumped all the way down to 9th, but we were able to get back to 8th place. So a little frustrating there, because we were in the heat of the moment to try to at least get a 4th place position, probably heading for a podium. Now, 6th and 7th are now actually fighting with each other. You can see they're bumping and banging into each other as they head into turn number 9. And the Alpha just bumps out the Renault right out, heading to turn number 9. We're trying to make a move on the outside. As you can see, the Renault just bumps him right out, rams him right out on turn number 11 there. And we're able to gain 2 positions there as we go into the onboard of the Renault. He doesn't even attempt to brake. He just bumps him right out. So 2 rams in a single lap. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's just the way it is in this race. But we jump into turn number 6 as we are now demoted into 7th place as we get overtaken by the Brazilian, heading into turn number 1. Now we're going to try to stay behind the Brazilian as we're going to try to at least stay in the slipstream so we can at least capitalize on this. So jumping into lap number 7, we are now on the straightaway heading to turn number 4 as the Renault brakes very, very late and he actually goes wide. So we're able to capitalize on his mistake and get a position promoted. But we're actually getting under pressure from 7th place. So we're trying to keep it on the inside here as the Alpha actually goes on the outside. And we're going to try to keep him pinched out onto the outside as we try to make a stay on the inside. But if we look behind us, the Renault actually brakes very, very late, hits us out of the way, pushes us out. And this is how it looks like from our onboard. We brake and we get punted out. So we're getting rammed twice in this race by 2 different cars. But we just kind of bump him out of the way there as I just wanted to show my displeasure in that move as we head into turn number 11. So going to turn number 11, you see he tries to make a lunge on us, and we have to move out of the way. If not, I think he would have rammed us out of the track. So I move out of the way there, let the Brazilian go through as he does have a 5/10 of a second penalty, and so there was no reason to try to force the issue there now. So we're just gonna stay right behind him and try to overtake him as we head into the penalty zone coming out of turn number 7, lap number 7. So coming into lap number 9, we actually have to serve a 1-second penalty because we actually ran wide again coming out of turn number 4. And we actually lose the position to the Canadian that was ramming cars out of the way on lap number 5. So now we're right behind him as we head into turn number 6. We're going to try to catch up to him and try to hopefully make a move on him as we head into the final few laps of the race. Coming right out of turn number 7, heading to turn number 8, we're still right behind the Renault. And we try to make a move on the outside here, coming to turn number 9. And we get a good cut back there as we get a good run coming out of turn number 9. We're heading to turn number 10. You see a car actually goes spinning out wide. So we're able to get a position there. We're trying to stay right behind him as we head into turn number 12. And we're unable to do so there. So we're still too far back to try to make any type of move as we head into turn number 13. We brake as late as we can, but we're still too far back. Not enough momentum to try to make a move heading into the last lap now. Heading into the last lap now, and we are right behind 8th place heading into turn number 1. And we're trying to at least catch up to him as we could probably make a move heading into turn number 4 if we get a good run coming out of turn number 3. As we get into the slipstream of him, we're right into the slipstream of him now heading onto the straightaway. We try to follow him through. He's trying to cover the inside. We try to sell him a dummy. Well, we try to go to the inside. He doesn't budge. We make a move on the inside. Are we going to be able to make the move work? And we are able to make a stick. So we are now pushed up or promoted into 8th place as we move the big brake biases down to the rear. We're trying to keep him on the inside as we head into turn number 6 here. And we're trying to pinch him down as we're going to head into the right-hander. It's going to lead us into a left-hander. So we're on the outside here. Brake as late as we can. Cover the inside. And then try to cover the inside heading to turn number 9. We're able to do so as we come out of turn number 9, heading to turn number 10 and 11. We brake as late as we can, coming to turn number 11, cover the inside there as he's still right behind us. And we're going to try to defend our position as we head into the final overtaking zone that he can probably try to overtake us on. You see he's not close enough to make the move, so we're going to be sitting here comfortable in 8th place as we head into the final corner, heading into the final straightaway on the final lap. We're still very, very good on pace. As you can see, he's actually catching up to us as he's in the slipstream of us. So it's going to be a drag race heading down to the line. He's catching up as we both have the same car. Hopefully he doesn't get enough top end speed as we come down to the line. Are we going to be able to stay in 8th? Yes, we do. So we beat the drag race on 10th or 9th place, and we're able to finish in 8th place. What a very, very disappointing race. As you saw, we could have probably been competing for a 4th place position if we would have not gotten rammed out of the way. So very fun racing here. very, very cool. I like the difference of the cars. You can see there's a whole mess of different cars in this lobby, and it's kind of fun to do races like that when you have a whole mess of different cars and not just everyone running the same car. But again, very disappointing result just because we got rammed. But we'll make it up on the future videos here. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, if you guys really enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video as it really helps out the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.